Akash Inti, the real reflection of you in the forest, as usual. For a second, my own footsteps made me think somebody was following me, but I guess I was just following myself again. Happens. Alright, today was a very interesting day. I did a little bit of a move from one location to another for one of the organizations that I am a part of. And it's the end of an era, you know? We closed out shop in one place and moved into a new place, and the beginning of a new one. And, you know, the thing about endings, which are really just new beginnings, is there's this whole, energy that comes along with it, right? Sometimes there's the energy of, oh man, I really miss XYZ, or I'm nervous what ABC is going to be like, or whatever it is, you know? It's very natural. It's totally natural. I noticed that in the days that I'm in, it could be a new project that I'm starting. I'll get a little bit of that. Or if I'm finishing up a project, I'll get a little bit of that. Or if I'm in the middle of a project, I'm like thinking, oh, I'm going to miss it. Or I can't wait for it to be over. Whatever it is, right? Or if it's a relationship, same type of thing. A business transaction, same type of thing. That there's these things, you know, that happen. And it takes me away from the present moment. All those little emotions that I might experience, or those thoughts that I have about the future or the past or whatever's in between. I'm missing the ecstasy of that particular moment. And sometimes it might be fantastic elation, where it's like I feel like I'm on top of the world and there's no better moment that I could have ever had in my life. And other times it's the complete opposite, where it might feel like my heart was torn out of its chest, still beating, pumping blood, oozing everywhere as it's ripped out of my heart and shown off to the world before it's consumed or sacrificed. I don't know. And obviously I'm being a little dramatic here, but the point I'm trying to illustrate is that I find myself so often just missing, like, what's really going on here. And that's okay. That's part of being a human being. Actually, I think that's one of the realest parts of being a human being is missing the present moment. Because if we were always in the present moment, believe you me, that'd be amazing, right? I would argue that's almost like, that's where we see a lot of magic happen, right? If we see a great actor, they're in the moment and it's just like there's nothing else that exists. Or if a fighter, you know, where they just do some crazy move that was like the perfect thing to execute in that particular moment. Or a musician, or even an analyst, you know, somebody who's like coding something and they're just like, boom, they're right there. An inventor even, you know, they're just right there. But I think what makes us human is everything else, you know? So that's the part that I appreciate. So I think that makes us who we are, you know? And more and more, I'm doing the best that I can to make sure that I am okay with that. Now, let me be very clear. That doesn't mean I'm gonna say, well, that's always okay to be thinking forward thinking or thinking in the past, this, that, the other thing. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that it's okay to have these thoughts and experience these experiences. But we also can't live in them, you know? And so, that's it, you know? That's it. Every day we have the ability to choose our state of mind and our way, our mindset, our way of being, our attitude. All of these things we have the ability to choose every single day. Now, whether or not we remember to choose the ones that work for us and are aligned with success principles, or ones that maybe hinder us and maybe are aligned with mediocrity, is up to us. But we have that choice every single day. And, well, I think you know what choice I made today. Or at least in the present moment, right? Because to me, a day is actually a series of moments. I mean, movies illustrate this perfectly well, or TV shows, right? It's like you have this one moment, bam, and you feel this emotion, whatever, right? And then an event transpires, or the person's put in a different setting, right? Location, state of mind, as well as time, and things can be totally different. It could be the exact same person, but since they're in a different set of circumstances, something different comes about. To me, that's so interesting, is that you can put the exact same person in different settings and different things happen, you know? I find that, I don't know, I'm doing the whole writing thing right now, so I'm learning about these types of things. So, yeah, it's just, I find those types of things fascinating. I would ask you guys what you guys think of that, but this is kind of a one-way broadcast. Broadcasted today and sponsored by The Forest. I used to appreciate that about Sesame Street. It's like, sponsored by the number 6. Like, I love that. I thought that's hilarious. Or, today's broadcast is brought to you by the letter H. Wow. And then they would do a little thing. That's just hilarious to me. Brilliant. Truly brilliant. Anyways, I'm going to end this minor little broadcast at this particular point. And as we always sign off here on this particular YouTube channel, keep up, thrive, and stay sexy.